It's my life. I'll do what I want.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of the video, this is How to Get Away with Murder Season 1 Episode 3. Today is the first day that I could actually get back to record it. I feel like I'm saying this like every video that I make, but the weather in St. Louis right now is just horrid. It is just really, really bad. We are going through tornado watches, thunderstorms, and everything. So today is Tuesday, and I mean this is the very first day of like clear weather since last Thursday. So I mean it's just been gloomy, 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 because I planned to record Friday. The sun didn't even come out Friday. Saturday I was really busy, but the storm was still kind of, you know, still casting over, and it rained throughout the entire weekend. Thought I would be able to Monday, but it was still dark. And so today's the first day, and actually this is the brightest room in my house right now because everything else is still pretty dark. I don't know what is going on, but thank the Lord I got sun here. So I'm gonna do this video, get it posted up, and of course, if I can try again this week, I will have episode 4 up on Friday. So let's get started with all of this drama that is known as How to Get Away with Murder, starring Miss Viola Davis. I kind of wrote down everything in sections according to characters, so and what happened with these characters. So I may not go scene by scene and in order, but I'll give a full detail about what happened for the entire episode as it relates back to what it's a part of. Okay, very first thing I can always say is the flashbacks. We got into the flashbacks. One of the new interesting thing was Michaela's fiance. First off, the very first flashback that we see is like Rebecca sitting at a table. Wes comes up and like hugs her. Of course, Viola's husband is on the floor, and Michaela's in a corner gripping a bookshelf, and it's like her hands like this, so you can visibly see her ring on her ring finger, and hysterically bawling. And I'm like, okay, she's engaged. Why is this the first time we're noticing about being engaged? So they're going to go into flashbacks about her and how she met her fiance and all this other kind of stuff and their relationship. So it's cute. Who cares? But we kind of get, you know, just an inkling into that situation. It seems as if the body was discovered by Rebecca. Of course, we don't really know that. And then we go back into, of course, the entire, it seems like the entire story is kind of focused around this coin toss and their decision to actually do this. But throughout that, of course, where they're talking and like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do this. And one of the new sentences that is included in that conversation is this piece where they says, we have to get rid of our DNA off of the body. So it kind of, you know, it's probably something subtle. It's probably just, you know, whatever, because they carried the body all the way over there. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Why would you need to get rid of your DNA? As if you did something. Why are you trying to get rid of your DNA? Well, I don't know. I don't know. But after they get rid of this body, they kind of show Michaela, and she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's my ring? My ring. My ring. I lost my ring. Oh my God. It's like she's hysterical because she lost her wedding ring. Her engagement ring. I don't know if she's married by the time they actually do this. I'm not sure. It's not explained yet. So, but her engagement ring is missing. And more than likely, it is underneath the pile that is known as Viola's husband. The pile of burnt ashes that is known as Viola's husband. So, but we'll probably find out more about that in the next episode. Let's get to this. The most insane part of this entire episode was Wes and all the drama. Like, I just couldn't even understand. First off, he wants to help Rebecca. Why he wants to help Rebecca, I don't know. This girl didn't even want to have a drink. Yeah, she bought you a bottle, but she really didn't even buy it. She got it from work. So she gave you a free bottle from work. And then she wouldn't even drink with you. She slammed the door in your face multiple times, barely even wanted to talk to you, but you did let her use your shower. So, I don't know. All of a sudden, she's getting arrested and you feel like you got to be Captain Save-A-Hole and come to our rescue, whatever. So, he tries to get into the jail cell to talk to her. Of course, they're like, you got to be a lawyer in order to get in. If you're not an officer, you have to be a lawyer. That's the only way you're getting back there. So, he sees how another lawyer did it. And you can tell, okay, I know what I gotta do. But when he finally does get into the thing, because, you know, he made a fake pass, put on a suit, which looked like a really bad suit, And he went back there to talk to her. He went back there to talk to her. So he's sitting there, and the minute that he walks in, she's like, okay, you don't even look like a lawyer. But of course the court system doesn't, I mean the jail cell doesn't know that. So he's like, okay, you know, you're gonna talk to her or whatever. And she's like, okay, why are you here? What are you trying to do? So he was like, okay, I know about the phone, because he did find the phone. He found out the phone belongs to Lila. Her name's Lila. I cannot get names right. But he found out that the dead girl, that was the dead girl's phone that he found underneath his sink, underneath the floorboard in his sink, in his bathroom. It belongs to the dead girl. Are you kidding me? Why does she have her phone, and why does she hide it underneath there? But he was like, okay, I know the phone belongs to Lila. You need to tell me something. The minute he says that, he's like, come on, talk. She's like, oh no. You could tell it in her face, I'm not about to give you anything. She's like, God, he's not a lawyer. His actual student is so. And he's just like, she rats him out completely. And I mean, he's like, are you serious? I came here to save you. Right now you have nothing. You have nobody here for you. Don't nobody come and visit you. They locked you up for murder. You ain't got a friend. You ain't even got an attorney. At least I'm here to care about you a little bit. And you just gonna rat me out like that? Okay, fine. So, but as they're escorting him out of there, he was like, the boyfriend is blaming it all on you. He's saying you did the whole thing. He's putting all the blame on you. And she's like dumb-faced. We'll get back to her in a minute. The best part of the episode, Michaela, we introduced her as fiance, and she's like, he knows that she works for Viola Davis. He knows that she's in law school and everything like that. It's wonderful. So she's having this great relationship with him, and he takes her, he like walks her over to work, where she's going to Annalise's office, Miss Keaton's office. So as he's going there, everybody's coming out, so he's speaking to everybody. He's like, how you doing, how you doing, how you doing? And he gets to Connor, our beloved guy that has one of the best methods to get information. It's wow. When it comes to like IT work. Okay, but we get to Connor, and he's like, oh my God, Connor, I haven't seen him forever. And like, they greet each other real nice, and Connor whispers over to Michaela, I guess we have more in common than you think. And I'm like, you've gotta be kidding. I mean, it instantly, I'm like, no, that couldn't have happened. So they all go out after work, and they all go out, and she ends up getting into an argument with him because Connor kind of explains to her, like, yeah, we went to school together and all the other kind of stuff. I had a little fun with your fiance. Yeah. So as the like after he explained all that to her, when they get to the club to hang out, like, you know, happy hour after work, you know, drinks, she has to confront him, which I don't blame her for. You know, you're my fiance. You never informed me of the situation that you had a relationship with a man. I got to know about it. That is something I need to know. That is something that you tell me when we initially meet. So she's like going off on him because she never told him. I don't think it was the fact that it happened, even though probably is. It's just the fact that she didn't know. Like, you had a relationship with a man. Are you gay or not? So she's like, are you gay? Are you gay? He's like, no, I'm not gay. I was young. I was stupid. We were 16, experimenting. It was just, and almost the way that he's saying the conversation is as if Connor is the one that did all of the actual sexual pleasures, while Aiden was the one taking. So that's the way he's kind of making the situation same. But he's like, we were 16, it was an all-boys school, and it was just something that happened. I'm not gay. I'm not gay of any kind. You gotta trust me on this. And she's very iffy. You can tell there's a point she's like, you take this ring, you go about your business, because I don't even know you anymore. Now, to the queen of the show. We got a lot of information about her from this episode. Well, dealing with her and this whole murder case with her husband, we just found out a lot of new stuff. But in the process, Miss Keaton, of course, is because of the girl that died and the football players' huge popularity of the school wants her to cover him in court, because they did arrest the boyfriend and Rebecca for the death of this girl. So the school is backing him up. He's saying, I ain't do this. I ain't none of part of this. I ain't did none of this. It ain't even me. So the school wanted her, because they know that she's good, to cover him, to be his lawyer in court. And she wanted to know, though, before she took him as a client, whether or not her husband really did or did not do it. So she asked her boyfriend, who is not her boyfriend anymore, the detective, to look into it to see whether or not her husband really did. And he was very reluctant to actually go into it and actually look for it, but she didn't have anybody else to call on. So she asked him, and he went and researched it. So the weekend that the girl died, he was supposed to be going to like Pennsylvania. I don't know where they're actually stationed. I think it's Detroit or Chicago. But he was going to a whole nother city, take a plane, go to a city, or whatever it was. But he was going to another city to speak at a different university. So the cop went down there, talked to the girl, and the girl was like, yeah, he was supposed to do a seminar, but he never showed. He had to cancel. Said he got food poisoning. He couldn't make it. So the cop thought that was interesting. And then, of course, he goes to this garage where the car was parked because, sorry, eBay. He goes to the garage and asks the attendant, you know, hey, you know, I want to check on his car. Was it always there? And the day that the girl died is the day that the car wasn't there. So it was looking really bad. But he finally gets all the information back to Viola, and he tells her, your husband's alibi checks out. He said he was at the school. He was at the school. He said he went here. He went there. Your husband didn't murder that girl. That's what he told her, but that's not what we know. The truth is, he looks very guilty of this. And the detective lied to Annalise because I think it was because of that case. The fact that she brought him on court, made him lie under oath, and put him in that whole mess. That's why he ain't even dating her. That's why he ain't sleeping with her no more. He was pissed. He was mad about it. So I think he lied because that's now leverage over her. If she tries anything again, if she does that ever again, just like she has information on him that she's his girlfriend, he now has information on her. And that, yeah, so it was as leverage to use over her if she ever used him in a negative way again. Because she even tried, she was like, I miss you, rubbing his thigh. Like, girl, go home. Please go home. You tried it and you failed. But the biggest thing I thought that the entire story, because I could see my battery is about to die, the biggest thing was Connor ended up getting the trophy that you get, you know, the, oh, what is it called? Immunity from a test. He got it after, well, no, he lost it because he had it from the original case. He lost it, and Asher got it, the guy from Orange is the New Black. He got it because he found out some information to help them with Annalise's new case with the terrorist girl. And then after Wes ends up getting locked up for impersonating a lawyer in court to talk to a suspect, Annalise bails him out of jail, and he was like, they're going to accuse Rebecca of this. I know Rebecca didn't do this. I can vouch for her. I know she didn't do this. So she believes him. And because the detective told her that her husband isn't doing it, and Wes is telling her that he know Rebecca hasn't done it, she decides, instead of going with the school and being the boyfriend's lawyer, she decides she wants to be Rebecca's lawyer. All on Wes's vouch for her. And then she gives Wes the trophy. So now he's the one. So it went from Connor to Asher. Now Wes has the immunity trophy. And she told him, as she handed him the trophy, he was like, you better hope your girl check out, because if she don't, it's going to be your behind. And we go from that scene to the very next scene. And in the very next scene, this chick, y'all don't understand. She confessed the whole thing, because of course, when Wes told her that the boyfriend was blaming her for the whole thing, I think she got kind of scared. And instead of telling the truth, she just wanted to get rid of it and say that she did it just to get the situation over with. Stupidest idea she could ever thought of, but that was her idea. That was her idea. That's what she wanted to do. So no problem. That's what you want to do. Go ahead and do it. So now Annalise and her entire associates team, the students and all, go down to the court now, because now she's taking her on as a client. They got to go get her story. The minute they get into the police department or the jail cell, wherever they're at, the detective tells her, oh, well, good luck with this, because she confessed and said the whole thing. She did the whole thing. She just told on her own self, said this is all her fault. I'm like, are you kidding me? So that, yeah, and then you just look at Wes's face like, what? Because it's like, he vouched for you. She just could have took the boyfriend's case. She took your case because you vouched for her. I don't know. My expectations is still because of the entire flashback of Rebecca and sitting behind the desk while her husband's on the floor. I really still think that Rebecca has some major part to do with this. That after this case was found out and she didn't go to jail for it and possibly her husband got away with it, she realized that this lady's husband really did, because she did not like the girl, but I think she really did know her, and she knew the boyfriend too. So she knew that the girl was cheating on her boyfriend with the husband. Somebody mark my words right now. Marked. Rebecca knew that the girl, this Lila girl, had a boyfriend, a football player, and was cheating on her boyfriend with her professor, Annalise's husband, who was her lawyer that got her off of this case, that freed her from it, and now she knows he did it and he's getting away with it, and she got upset, probably went to his, which is really, Annalise's office is also her home, went to her house and talked to him, and in the evidence of the end of it, she killed him. I really do think that Rebecca is like behind this whole scheme. I really do. Yes, Annalise could have did it. She really could have once she found out that but I don't think she really found out, because the detective has researched it and found out that his alibi checked out. So she has no other reason to kind of, you know, be sad about the situation. This show keeps me on my pins and needles. It keeps me on the edge of my seat. I still believe Rebecca is the murderer. She may not have killed Lila, but she I really do think that she killed Mr. Keaton. I really do. We'll see as the story progresses. We'll see as you know, time goes on. But this is a very interesting show. So please make sure that you are up to date, that you stay tuned, you make sure you're watching this show with me, because we're gonna figure this thing out together. I promise we're gonna figure this thing out together. But mark my words, Rebecca did it. Rebecca did it. Rebecca did it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.